Hi everyone, this video is about heart attacks and heart issues, low blood pressure, cholesterol and clogged arteries. This will be for anyone that's either suffered those things. In particular, if you know someone that's suffering those things, they're going to go to the doctor. The doctor is going to try and fix those issues, and they will either make it worse or it will stay the same. And over time, things get worse if they stay the same, if that makes sense. So yeah, if this doesn't make sense to you or you don't believe this, hopefully you never have to go through it. But there's people in my life that I wish I could help, but who would listen to me, you know? We're going to listen to the doctors and things will get worse. So refer back to this video if and when that happens, and hopefully it doesn't. For the sake of this video, this hose is going to represent your arteries or the person's arteries, and the water is the blood coursing through your veins. This is called a healthy flow. This individual here, the blood is reaching their vital organs and brains, and for the most part we're calling this a healthy individual. With low blood pressure, that will be represented by, if I can turn it down instead of up, low blood pressure means that there's low pressure, low flow. Your body's limp, your veins are limp, there's not a lot of blood coursing through your veins. Your body is slowing down, it's conserving energy, because it's not getting much energy. This can be for a few reasons: a lack of passion in life, outdoors and getting charged from the sun and the ground, not eating well, not living well, out of balance with nature and life will result in low blood flow, and you will feel tired, you'll be sleeping a lot, or you'll want to conserve energy. You don't have a lot of energy to give. High intensity exercise would be the last thing that you should be doing. What the body does when this happens, if you don't fix it, and having blood pressure medication isn't going to fix this. What the body will do is it needs more charge. It needs it, and you're not giving it to it. The body's clever. Let me see if I can hold this at the same time. What the body will do is actually clog the arteries using cholesterol, and cholesterol will appear in the arteries. The body will restrict. Have a look at this. The body will restrict, and then with the pulse, so I'm putting a kink in the hose and letting it go, like how your veins dilate and constrict. If we create a little bit of a blockage, if I make the vein a bit smaller and release, smaller and release, smaller and release, all of a sudden, the flow is increased. I don't know if you can see that, but this is your, or the individual's low blood pressure. That's represented by, can this reach the rocks? The rocks is your brain. At the moment, no blood getting to the brain. I clog the arteries a little bit and dilate and constrict, and look at that flow, reaching the rocks. The cholesterol, the clogged arteries, is helping your blood pressure, is helping your body. I hope this microphone's still on. It's doing it for a reason. When the individual goes and gets stents put in to increase or dilate the veins further, that's not going to help. If this is loose, that's not going to help. If you've got low flow and then I increase the width of the hose, it's going to get worse. Instead of reaching here, if I increase the width of the hose, the thickness of the hose, the thickness of your vein by putting a stent in there, all of a sudden the flow, the blood is reaching less far throughout your body. And that's what we do at the doctors. They give you blood pressure medication, which isn't increasing your passion for life, not making you higher energy, and then we put stents into the veins, and we've got a lack of flow and now a bigger hose. Disastrous. Okay, so I felt like sharing that video. The remedy, I might as well put it out there, the remedy will depend on many different things, but most likely a person suffering a heart attack, they're in a stressed state, that goes without saying. Cortisol, adrenaline, glucagon is high. Most likely that person, I would guess, has a lack of passion in their life, not a lot of love. That's why it can happen to older people. They might have lost their passion for life and lost a loved one. The years and years of eating margarine, vegetable oils and seed oils have stopped their mitochondria from being able to produce energy or create ATP. So even when they do eat, none of that energy is getting through to the cells, so they feel low energy, they feel like this. We don't get old and age just because. It happens as a consequence of our lifestyle. So if you know someone in this state and they're having heart issues, they have to get outside just a little bit. They have to get off the seed oils. They have to get some better food in, getting off sugar, getting off cholesterol foods, and getting off salt and caffeine. Bad ideas. We need those things. That's the charge of life. I know people that are going through heart issues, no coffee, no salt, no sugar. How are you supposed to enjoy life? Like, you gotta get outside. You have to recharge. Your body needs to be charged, and that might take a while. It might take undoing and learning some things, but you can't just make the veins bigger and expect the flow to increase. We need to increase the flow. The cholesterol and the clogged arteries, just to reiterate, is there for a reason. Your body has done that to try help you. That's how stuffed up you are. Sorry for laughing. Send this to a loved one if they're ready to hear it. The tough part with this is that the doctors are smart people, and they're telling people to do the things that I just mentioned. So it's tough to listen to alternative stuff and alternative ideas, but if you've been through it for long enough and you've been to the doctors and seen that things are getting worse, then you'll be ready for this message. Send this to someone you care about.